Lovely words there, TJ, and totally agree. And what that means at that point was for Heung-min Son, he had recorded multiple assists, 8 Premier League games, and equalled the record. Actually, Darren Anderton was setting the record of 67, which again is quite a little nice tie into that. You know, Darren Anderton, for many maybe of the older folk in here, don't want to age everybody in here, or those that are listening back on audio. Darren Anderton, I think, in his time was very much criticised for maybe his lack of availability. But you know what, Cracks? I don't want to. Am I going to Cracks? I'm so sorry, Cracks. I don't know how age you, but Darren Anderson was a fine player for Tottenham, wasn't he? When he was fit, he was a very good player with big ability. And I think it says a lot that, you know, Sonny, for the amount of years he's been here, Sonny, has only just now, like I say, surpassed that record of Darren Anderson, holding the most assists for Tottenham Hotspur in the league.
I used to love watching Darren Anderson on teletext. He was fantastic, Rick. He's Darren Anderson. Wow. He was one of those players that he was a bit like Michael Carrick and a bit like Chris Waddle and maybe even Luka Modric. There was a section of the Spurs fans that was like, get rid of Waddle, get rid of and get rid. But Carrick as well. They're fabulous player, absolutely fabulous. And this so-called sick note jibe and nickname that he's got came, of course, from the quiet, unassuming Lord Sugar, didn't it? I mean, he sort of set the ball in motion with that. But a really good guy. I've had the pleasure of working with him a few times. A really, really nice guy as well. Love Spurs. Absolutely love Spurs. And here's a mad fact. Okay, I'll set you all some homework to do out there. Go and have a look at Darren Anderton's appearance records. Not his honours or anything, just his career in length, the amount of appearances he had, the amount of time that he had missing with injuries, etc., etc., etc. I promise you, he actually nearly mirrors exactly Roy Keane. That is a stat. You look at Roy Keane's appearances and games he missed and games he came on for, etc. Roy Keane and Darren Anderton have very, very similar appearance records. Now, obviously, Roy Keane's got the honours and the medals, etc. But I'm not talking about that. I'm just talking about career appearances. Him and Roy Keane almost mirror each other. Now, you think of the narrative around Roy Keane and the narrative around Darren Anderton. So this sick note business is an absolute myth. It is an absolute myth. He was a fine player for us. So for Sonny to get to his levels tells you quite a lot about Sonny as well.
Oh, man, lovely words there, Cracks. Thank you so much. Again, for those that are maybe of a younger vintage, younger age, that weren't aware of Darren's career at Spurs. Like Crack said there, he had some unbelievable moments in the Spurs shirt. And it's the same, look, he did suffer from a number of injuries. But again, similar to Ledley, I know many are kind of contributing to when they're actually watching the show live that if only we could keep him fit for longer, I'm sure Darren's career would have extended even further. And I'm sure he would have appeared a lot more for England. Because again, when fit, England did use Darren. And again, we've had the pleasure of interviewing Darren Anderson in the past on Last Word on Spurs on the audio days. Absolutely loves the club, loves the club. And I know Crackers, you've worked with him before. Lovely, lovely man. And like I say, I know he's proper Spurs and always looks out for our results. So Darren, that's for you, my man. And I say for Sonny, a great record for him to become Spurs' all-assist leading in the Premier League is very special. Well, I'm sure Sonny does, of course, caveat that and cover that very, very well for him.